A wife stays home all day, sweatpants and a bonnet. Her husband works all day, pays all the bills for the home. He comes home, no food, and her eating cold pizza.
You mean to
Check
tell
this out.
me I just pulled a 13-hour shift and I ain't got no food to come home to? Huh?
Why you didn't get something on your way home? Why you always recording for your raggedy cousin?
Look, I just pulled a 13-hour shift. You being my wife, I pay all the bills in here.
All the dishes clean, your clothes clean. Why? What?
You don't fix me no lunch for my job. You eating? You work from home.
Okay,
I can't come home to a full course
this
meal.
is leftover that I had from last night.
But I'm saying I can't come home to a
Why
full course meal. What we married for? What we married for?
I'm not your mama. I'm your wife. Your dishes clean, your clothes clean. You always got them clean clothes when you go to work, don't you? Can you stop recording me?
I can't come home to a full course meal. Working all these long goddamn hours, I can't come home to a full course meal. Huh? I just knew I was gonna come home and have some food on the goddamn stove. And now you playing, man. You playing. You playing.
On your way home.
Well, you playing. What the hell we get married for? You been doing it for like 2 or 3 months, man. What is it? I can't get no food when I come to the house.
No. What up, Black Pearl? No, brothers, you cannot get no food when you come to the house after working a 13-hour shift. No. And a lot of you brothers, that's your woman right now. That is your girl. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You can relate to that video that you just watched. And if you're dating and you're not married, it's your girlfriend. And she's at your house and she comes over and jumps straight in the bed or goes straight to that same corner of the house that she always goes to. What up, Chaos? That is your woman. What do you guys think of that? Put it in the comments. I mean, what is going on here? Are we in the Twilight Zone? I never get these videos where it's the other way around. It's like I have endless content, you guys. I gotta pick and choose what to react to. It's like so much. It comes flying across my desk of black female fuckery. I don't ever have. I don't get good content of men, husbands doing dumb stuff. I don't get it. I used to think it was my algorithm. Maybe it's my algorithm. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it's just me and what's being fed to me. And that's not the case. You can go to the popular websites, man, like the shade rooms and all of that kind of, it's the same thing. But you know what? In this case, I blame him. Because I bet in his early days, this woman right here, when they were dating, she was a cute little thing, you know, sucking and fucking and doing all the stuff that he likes. And he ignored the red flags that was given to him. And that's what we're trying to wake brothers up for tonight. I mean, these days. Because what happens is she gets that ring or they get that baby or they get their claws in you, man. And then they switch up. They get comfortable and then they switch up. You guys can relate to what's happening in this video. I know you can. That is your woman right now. And you are dying inside. You are death by 1,000 cuts. You are slowly dying inside at home. I know you are. Reach out to me, man. Talk to me. I know you don't have anybody that you can talk to. You can't go to your family. Most of the men in your family is dealing with the same shit. Black Pearl says he ignored the red flags. Most of us do. Can I adjust this? Let me adjust this. Most of us do, Black Pearl. We ignore the red flags, man. The signs were all there. This brother here, I have to blame him because the signs was there. And he ignored them. However, and in this case, I don't think she switched up. She was always like this. But once she locked him in, then that's when the effort stops. I don't think she ever really cooked. He says in the video that, this has been for months. This has been happening for months. Well, that gives indication that maybe she was playing house at first. Maybe she was doing some of the things that he wanted her to do at first. And then she stopped. But they play in your face, man. You see how she threw that cold slice of pizza in his face? The disrespect that they get once they get comfortable. They switch up and they swear they not. I promise you. When in the early phase, in the honeymoon phase, where all the butterflies is there, oh, they are the sweetest things. Pay attention to those red flags, brothers. Avoid them. In a previous video, I talked about men who date women for years and never marry them. You know why men date women for years and never marry them? Oftentimes, wise men, is because they see this. They see the writing on the wall and they don't want to deal with that. And they hope sometimes, well, maybe things can change. Maybe she'll switch up. They typically don't. They typically don't. She said, I'm not your mama, I'm your wife. Okay, then what's a wife? Because these things are not taught. This woman does not work. She stays at home all day. This is what he came to. This is what he came home to after 13-hour shift. And like in his case, and like many men, they see the red flags and they marry these women anyway. Because they have these brothers, a lot of you brothers have these expectations in your head, and you don't clearly state what is required, and what you demand as a husband. You do clearly state what you're going to provide as a husband and what you're going to protect. You do clearly make it known exactly what you're going to do as a husband. But you don't ever really demand anything back. You don't say, okay, so this is what I expect from you and this is what you will do, or this ain't going to work, or we're not going to have this. Men don't have, you don't set up that contract a lot of times with women. I do now. I didn't do it. I made that mistake too. And now I know that, hey, this is the deal. And if you can't abide by these contractual obligations, we can keep playing. We can keep playing house. In a previous relationship, I made a list of expectations and demands, and mine are very high. Oftentimes, the ladies, they can't meet them. In fact, I'm going to make a dating contract available because I still got that paperwork. I'm going to make a dating contract available for all you guys to get it, so you could download it and use it in your own relationships, man. What did we learn here? Brothers, find out before you get married. A friend of mine just sent me a text message today. I just got it today. Good friend of mine. I've known him for 15 or more years. He says, hello, friends and family. It's his name. And I'd like to formally invite you to my wedding. I hope to see you there. And then it's a link to a website called The Knot, Knot. And then when you go to The Knot, it's a picture of him and his girl, and they get married May 31st, 2025 in Illinois. I don't know if my friend set up a contract and establish boundaries and set demands of what he expects from his wife, not his married woman, but his wife. But it's important that you brothers do that, because oftentimes when that, you get clouded by that good sex, and when she busts it open for you and you do all that, she does all that great stuff, and then next thing you know, you want to marry that so you can lock it in, but you don't realize what else you're locking in, or what else you're unlocking by locking that in. Make sure that you pay attention to the red flags, fellas, and don't lock that down if they're not going to go away. Some players are not coachable. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, join the army at srarmy.com. It's where we take our lives to the next level. It's a mastermind alliance. I want you guys to join. Right now it's free, so pull up srarmy.com. I hope you learned something. I'm Sergeant Shan. I'm just trying to save you some heartache, headache, money, and time. I got another video. We're gonna go out on another video. This is a single mother, and she says, even if she was married, the father pays all the bills, and she's never gonna do nothing for her husband. Check this out, and I'll see you on the next one.
I really hate it when men are like, if I'm paying all the bills, then you should at least be cooking and cleaning the house. I should come home to a meal. Motherfucker, if I wasn't here, you would still be paying the bills. The things that you do that you consider is for our marriage, you would be doing if you were single. Okay? When you get benefits from your job, I don't really get those benefits. You do. If I left right here, you would still get those benefits. I wouldn't. Your check don't come to me. So therefore, I don't give a damn about how much you work. Because you was working before and you're going to be working after you met me. I don't care how much you work. A hard-working man is nothing for me. Because you're going to work hard with or without me. What are you doing for me? Nothing. That's why I don't do nothing for y'all.